This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com. AEW held their All Out pay-per-view last night, which is their WrestleMania-ish pay-per-view. That the big headline for that event was CM Punk making his return, defeating Darby Allin. So I guess you could say that's CM Punk's first victory since 2014, since his MMA career wasn't successful. Then, of course, at the end of the show, they debuted Adam Cole, who appears to be aligning himself with the Elite, and Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson, who aligned himself with the Jurassic Express, I guess. So I just find it interesting that, like, now that clip is going to be online. I already watched it online. So you would think that they would save the debuts to try and like pop a rating on Dynamite and their Rampage shows, which they probably still will get a little bit higher than average them rating for those two shows, because obviously those Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan might be in matches on those shows. However, they've already had their debuts. So I don't know. They can do what they want. The Fiend did not debut. There was a website that reported earlier today that he was signed. Dave Meltzer reported today, a couple of weeks ago, that sorry, I'm reading something at the same time, that it was pretty much a lock that the Fiend would go to AEW. He just hadn't put the pen to paper yet. And then earlier today, Wrestling World News said that all three of those guys have signed. But I do have a friend that that actually has spoken to the Fiend. I won't reveal who that friend is. And there is a 90-day no-compete clause according to his conversation with the Fiend. So technically, according to this friend, unless there's some way that this guy got out of his 90-day no-compete clause, he couldn't see the Fiend actually being signed. And he told me this after discussing, or after seeing my report from Wrestling World News reporting that the Fiend had been signed. So there's two signings, Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan, 100%. So what's with everyone with the man buns, by the way? I'm sorry. Brock Lesnar had one. Now Daniel Bryan has the man bun. I'm sorry. I'm just not into the man bun look. Maybe I'm just old. I'm sorry, but I just don't get the man bun look. Paulie, where's Bray at? Well, as I just said, a friend of mine that actually spoke to him and heard through his words he has a 90-day no-compete clause, said that he believes that report the Wrestling World News puts out is probably not true, that Bray Wyatt has signed, but you never know. You never know what deals could be worked out. Yes, CM Punk won. So there you go. I did not watch it. I read the results. I did look up on YouTube the whole thing with Cole and Daniel Bryan debuting, though. By the way, I have been posting the Qatar Pro Wrestling footage on my channel lately, and I did interview the owner of Qatar Pro Wrestling not too long ago, Ali Marafi. And he's a great guy. He's planning another event in the new year. And as he said in his interview with me, we could see AEW people show up in QPW next year. It's going to be interesting to see. And we even specifically mentioned one of the fans asked if Adam Cole would be a possibility for Qatar Pro Wrestling. And he did say that could be a possibility. So for all the AEW fans, that might be a company you might want to follow as well, because there's I know they have big plans for the future. So that's the news for tonight. I hope all the AEW fans enjoyed the show. All out. It sounds like the AEW fans did, and I'm not hating on the show, by the way. I think it's great that they had all those debuts and surprises. I just, from a ratings perspective, you have to think that now that everyone can just search on the internet and see Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole in AEW, that less people will actually tune in to see them when they actually appear on TV, since kind of the cat's out of the bag now. Amara Woods tipped me $5. Says, keep the great interviews coming. I will. I'm working on more. I've been very busy lately, but I'm working on a lot more. I am going to be in Philadelphia in a couple of weeks, by the way. I may as well give this a plug. I will be getting some in-person interviews at this big Battleground Championship Wrestling event at the ECW Arena, September 18th. Speaking of AEW, Matt Hardy is going to be there. Matthew Adams is going to be there. Buddy Murphy was his WWE name, and he's rumored to be going to AEW. If he hasn't already debuted, I haven't been paying that close attention to him. Brian Cage is going to be there. Raven with a mystery man. And none other than Billy Gunn, who's part of AEW as well, with the Gun Club. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Then, of course, PCW Ultra is coming in October. The big return to LA, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a great event, great card. This is the entire card. Really exciting stuff, and that event's going to air on the Hannibal TV in the future. So looking forward to being part of that big relaunch. Mickey James is not expecting Adam Cole that fast. Well, his WWE contract had expired for a while, so he didn't have a no-compete clause. This was one of the reasons why supposedly that Seaman Canyon, whatever his name is, in my opinion, he was a terrible talent relations guy from a tennis background, but WWE supposedly released him because he let Adam's Cole contract expire while he was still in a major angle, which he should have been keeping better tabs on the contracts. So I'm going to go out for my run in a couple minutes, just finishing off my coffee here and doing some editing. And I'm going to head out, hit the road. Have a good night, everybody. Hope everybody enjoys Labor Day tomorrow.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews,